Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to Metro TV. I'm so excited to be here with Asia Anderson. She is the CEO of the Wellbeing Partners. Asia, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Andy. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. Well, let's first talk about the organization, and then we're going to talk about this exciting event that took a year off and is back in February. But let's talk about the Wellbeing Partners in the organization. And um, the name has changed over the years. So why don't you talk about, who are you, and we'll talk about who you serve.
Yeah, thank you. So the Wellbeing Partners is a local nonprofit here in the Omaha area. We serve the Metro Omaha, and so Douglas County, Sarpy, Cass, and Potawatomi County over in Iowa as well. And what we do is that we address local health challenges, whether that's through providing education and trainings to other nonprofits, businesses, schools, corporations, whoever is needing any sort of education and training around all things wellness. We are a resource to go to for that. We also do consulting and facilitation. So, again, for other organizations and businesses who are looking to address health challenges or tackle some health issues, whether internally within their own organizations or out within the community. We're really the experts around convening folks around health issues, and then also finding the solutions to get those things done and improving the health of our community. Currently, we are in our fifth year. It's 2025 now. Fifth year as the organization, as the Wellbeing Partners. However, we do inherit a long, rich history from the Wellness Council of the Midlands and Live Well Omaha, which are kind of our two organizations that were merged together to form what we are here today, the Wellbeing Partners.
Yeah. And we had a great conversation yesterday, and I really learned so much more about the organization that um, I'm going to say we'll have you back maybe in a month or so to really dive in because there's just so many amazing things that the Wellbeing Partners does. And I want to talk about becoming a member and all that good stuff. But the exciting thing that we're talking about today is Trek Up the Tower. And you took a year off in 2024. I've done it several times, and there's lots of new things happening this year too with that. So let's talk about this event when it is.
Yeah, so Trek Up the Tower. We're hosting the 19th annual event this year, February 8th, down at the First National Tower in downtown Omaha. And so this really is just a stair climb. It's a race to the top of the 40 floors of the First National building. Over the years, this event has gained the recognition as the leading stair climb in our region, so in the Midwest region. Attracting folks from all over the nation to come to this event. So ultimately, participants are going to sign up or register to be a part of this event. They'll come down to the First National Tower, hit our start line, and then get up those 40 flights of stairs or 870 steps as fast as possible.
Yeah, when you say 870 some odd steps, 870,
Yeah,
870.
870 steps and
Okay.
633 feet up in the sky.
Wow. Wow. Well, like I said, I've done this before, and it's a great event, and we'll talk about the new things happening as well. Trekking up the tower it's a challenge, and being, you know, somewhat physically fit is required. Though I said when I did it, and I've done it a few times, I was very slow going at it. I enjoyed the way up. There's people on different floors as you go up, either with water, or there's, it's just you meet a lot of people too doing this challenge. Well, let's talk about some of these new things that really invite. If you're not, if you just don't think you want to climb up 870 steps, there's some other things that you can do this year.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, we took 2024 off so that we could breathe some new life into this event. Again, we're going into the 19th year, so we thought it was a time to add in some new features and do some different things, but also, as you mentioned, to make this more accessible to everyone of all different fitness levels. And so this year, we're really excited to introduce a new walking path, which our theme this year is called Trek Atlantis. So we've got a little bit of an underwater Atlantis theme going on. And so we have added a new registration option called a stroll through Treklantis, which is ultimately an indoor walking path, so that those who don't want to go vertically up the 870 steps can just take 870 steps around a lap. So
Okay.
we're really excited about that to encourage all abilities to come into the event and participate. We're also going to be adding what we're calling a treasure cove, again, in line with our theme here, which is really going to be our lobby area full of wellness activities for participants to engage in before their trek up the tower as well as after. So we're looking forward to having chair massages and yoga, maybe some Zumba, looking for chiropractic work and stress relief activities, also having some financial wellness activities and games and things like that. So we're really excited to add some more features again, just to broaden our audience and to make this more inclusive and to give participants a little bit more engaging and fun activities to do other than just, wearing themselves out going up those 40 flights.
Right. I know again, I've been here several times and in the past, I'm excited to experience the new everything new that you're offering this year. But it is fun. I mean, down below you've got snacks to eat, there's booze and vendors and it's just the energy that morning. Because it starts, I think you can start registering and there's different levels, so I know, but you can start registering to trek up around 6, but I think there's some requirements to go that early or 7. But yeah.
Yeah. So regular participation will begin, those first treks will begin around 7 a.m. Just prior to that, around 6:30, 6:45-ish, we actually will have our first responders who are going to kick off our event in full gear,
Wow.
going the 40 flights. So we're really excited about that. Not only is it team building for our local first responders, but it also instills a little bit of confidence in us as community members, knowing that our first responders can go up 40 flights in full gear and still be able to provide that support and help. So
Right.
we're really grateful for the participation of our first responders, especially them being there that early to kick off our event.
Yeah, wow. I totally forgot about them. That's so I love that. That's so amazing. And so we can register at the wellbeingpartners.org.
Yep, you can visit our website, www.thewellbeingpartners.org, to register, to get more information, to volunteer, if you're looking to support the organization. But this isn't necessarily the event for you. There's also an opportunity just to donate. So all things can be found on our website.
Yeah, and I've got your website pulled up over here, and there is so much great information about this event, and you've got a great Q&A that answers a lot of questions. Sponsorships are available, individual or team, team. There's all different ways you can be involved. Though I do know registration does stop on January 24th at 5 p.m., right?
Yes, yep. So registration is open now until January 24th. As you mentioned, it'll close at around 5 p.m., with the event taking place just a few days later on February 8th.
Yeah. And this is a heck of an event to put on. But again, the energy down there and everybody just gathering together for, it's a challenge. And also just for a great cause too. And I want to say, if you do decide to trek up, once you get up to that top floor, you get to take a little lap around and look out the windows before you get to take or not the escalator, the elevator. You don't have to walk all the way back down. You get to take the elevator back down and then enjoy a lot of the activities and things going on. So that truly it's such a gratifying just kind of almost emotional thing once you get to the top and everybody's cheering you on and it's just really really cool. So
Yeah, I participated in my first event in 2023, just coming into the organization in the role. Figured I better do it to be able to talk about it from experience. And I agree with you. It was a challenge, but it was so fulfilling once I was able to get up into the top on the 40th floor. And, the view, just being able to see the view of the city from up there is a reward in itself. And being able to be at the top of the first national
well,
building
yeah.
such a historic building in our city and, a major company. So we're extremely grateful and thankful for the sponsorship and the partnership with FNBO, allowing us to host this event there again for the 19th year.
Yeah, because you don't, I mean, that's just an opportunity to be on that top floor that you probably don't will not get another opportunity, unless you're participating in this event. So that's just something that's really cool. And yeah, you really take that home with you. Now, I can't remember, do you get any kind of medal, or do you get something when you're done?
Yes, yes, yes. So all participants will get a medal for completion.
Okay.
Now, we do offer a vertical mega mile, which is we have some participants that elect to go up these 40 flights of stairs 11 times. Who would think anyone would want to
Oh,
do that? But
oh my
we have
gosh.
a number of folks who do it. Yeah, so our vertical mega mile participants will get a medal as well as a towel, t-shirts. We do have t-shirts available for purchase in addition to your registration, but registration includes a medal as well as access to our treasure cove, refreshments and snacks afterwards as well.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Well, I mean, oh my gosh, 11 times. That is insane. But I just recall being there before. You've got those people that I'm just walking slowly, maybe taking a breath in between floors. And you got these people that are going up and down, and they take this seriously because you do have awards. Do you not?
Yes, yep. So we do give awards out for different categories, different age groups. The Vertical Mega Mile will have its own award category as well. We have largest team awards. This event back 19 years ago was really created as a way to encourage corporate camaraderie as well as team building activities and things like that. So we see a lot of corporations and organizations who enter a team as team building for their organization. So we'll have an award for the largest team as well.
Okay. All right. Last question. I know you say it starts at 7, and I know you actually register for a certain time because there's only so many people you let up, at a time. I think every 15 minutes or so. When does the event conclude?
Yeah, so it's really about the last start time, which when we look on our website, you'll see that's around 10:45. But we're there as long as it takes the last person to get
Yeah.
through all 40th floors. Typically, the event concludes around noon or somewhere around
Yeah.
then.
Okay. All right. Asia, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited for this event, and I will be down there probably bright and early and wanting to cheer on our first responders as well. But super, super excited. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for participating and all your support in the past. We look forward to seeing you again this year.
Absolutely. And folks, don't go away. We'll be right back. Friends, I am so excited to be here with Sandy Spady. She is the CEO, Power Leadership Coaching. Sandy does so much more than that. Sandy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's been a year since we've been celebrating the One with Voices event. I can't wait to talk about it.
I know, and that's coming up here in a few weeks. So let's just dive in. This is your 3rd year, so I'll kind of let you take it away and tell us, what is this amazing event all about?
This event is all about, it's January, it's a long month. And I knew 3 years ago, I wanted an all-day event for women. And I think women get down on ourselves if we didn't go on that diet, if we didn't I didn't join the gym, I didn't do all this. So I purposely make it at the end of January to re-kick, restart, and just reboost, right? And so it's our 3rd annual summit. We have community powerhouse leaders coming in to speak like you're going to be on the leadership panel.
I know, I'm so excited.
And what I love is that it's a full day. It's at Zinnia. It's January 26th, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We have an opening keynote speaker, Katie Henry with Access Bank. She is so I don't know, on fire, right?
Yeah.
When she speaks, she's so adorable. And then I'm going to speak, obviously. And then we have a leadership panel, entrepreneurship panel.
Yes.
And then we have a closing keynote speaker, Lauren Peacock, flying in from LA.
Really?
We have a
Okay.
connection in Omaha, yes.
Awesome.
And she's an author and she's going to just put her funness, right? She's a TV producer. She's going to close it with a keynote. And then we have happy hour dancing and shopping. But every year after the One with Voices, I get such great feedback on the energy they get and inspiration. Like I had people start their jobs, leave their jobs, write a book. Like it's just really an inspirational day for
Yes.
women.
It is. And I think, Sandy, too, like you said, having it at the end of January. Um, January is oftentimes, I mean, it's a new beginning, but it's also a lot of reflection and it can be a little challenging. And getting women together to celebrate. And again, the speakers, I mean, this is an energy filled, uh, almost like safe space of just women celebrating each other and being there for each other and supporting each other. So I am so darn excited. So you've changed. So you're at a new venue this year.
Yeah, so we're at the Zinnia. It's the event center for the Orthodox church there, and it's off
Yes.
192nd.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, you see the big gold crown off,
Hmm.
it's right there, 192nd Harney. And Allison Bring is so wonderful to work with
Yes.
at Zinnia. And it's beautiful. So we have so much more space,
Yeah.
right? So last year we had people walk away and it was 146. But this year we can have up to 350. So there's no limit.
Wow.
Women, no women limit. Right now we're at about a little over two, but I think people wait for the last
I
minute
would agree. Yeah.
and it's going to be a full house
Yes.
and it's so pretty. It's just great to be there. And we're going to have Jones from Interior set the
Okay.
stage. Beth Settles, my friend. So the stage is going to be kick ass. All right, I'm just
Right.
throwing that out there. And we have two big screens that come down that's going to showcase the speakers, the sponsors. It's just going to be amazing.
Yeah. And I know that space too. I mean, it's just open and airy, and it's just a great space for all of this energy. It's wonderful. Hey, so let's talk about tickets. Let's dive in and talk about tickets. Then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about the event, but I want to make sure we'll do this twice. How can women buy tickets? And is it
um,
obviously women with voices, so it's a women's event.
Yes, it's a women's event. Sometimes I have one or two men sprinkle in. That's fine. I don't care. But it's on Eventbrite. And it's
Okay.
amazing how people just, through my events the last 3 years, they just kind of stumble on Eventbrite. But it's on Eventbrite, Women
Yep.
with Voices. The tickets are on sale now till Saturday, the 25th, the day before the event. We might be tossing out buy one, get one free, maybe a couple days beforehand, just because we have the space. And I don't want any woman to miss this. Like
Yes.
once you go, you're going to realize just this community of women that just want to help each other.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. And so talk to me, like, so what are the hours? When do we come, and are we networking before things begin? You talked about the speakers, but say a little bit about the how the day goes on.
Yes, we open the doors at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. to check in. We
Okay.
have Stories Coffee that is going to be catering coffee for us. And then we have shopping, so that we have a whole hour, and networking. We're going to have some fun photo booths. Faux Fun is going to be there during the happy hour from 4 to 6 for the
Okay.
video. Who doesn't like a video? But we have 3 hours dedicated to shopping and networking because I think it's so important when you get women together, we talk.
Yeah. And
And
shop.
so, yeah, and shop.
Yeah.
And so I have it purposely like Mesh Boutique's going to be there. We have some great boutiques. A makeup artist is going to be there. Just what women want, right? We want
Yeah.
things to make us feel beautiful and just that time to network. So 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. check in. Then we have time to kick it off at 1 p.m. I'm going to kick it off myself. We have Shannon Bigham, our friend,
Oh,
that's
I
going to
love Shannon. Yes.
MC. She's a spitfire. And then I'll do a keynote, and then we have Katie, and then we have a break, and then the leadership panel break. I have appetizers coming in from cultural management. They're
Right.
always so good. Love that
Right.
local company.
Yes.
And then another panel. We have 2 breakout sessions at the same time as the entrepreneurship. So it's a lot of coolness going on.
Right,
I think
right.
anyone that shows up is going to get something out of it.
Yeah. Um, well, I want to talk about you for just a minute because you, first of all, are an amazing woman, and I feel so blessed to know you. You have a lot of things going on. You have, outside of this event, you have several events, but you have a monthly meetup, Women with Voices. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. And actually, we're switching it up this year.
Okay.
So the last 3 years we had it every month. Well, we have a coffee every month. That will never change. But
Right.
we had a speaking event every month. But this year we're going to do quarterly and make it more of an event and
Okay.
bigger because people are busy. And so our next event will be in March, and we're going to have
Okay.
an author event for women that are either in the process of writing a book or have published a book, and they're going to share their story of their book.
I love it. I absolutely
Yeah.
love it. And I actually happen to have a book coming out this spring. So
You're gonna be
um
there.
I wouldn't miss it. That sounds amazing.
So I want to do, I'm really good at events my entire life. I've done events, fundraisers, all greatness. And I want to make it bigger, more strategic. And so we're going to do
Yeah.
things like that quarterly.
Yeah. And I think that makes sense because your monthly coffees, are they on like the first Monday of the month, or are they?
Usually the third Monday of the month. And we have a beautiful host, the Wandering Deli, in
Oh yeah,
by
totally not.
West
Yeah.
Roads,
Yeah.
local, Holly Jones is so
Yeah.
wonderful, local female owner. And yeah, it's 9 to 10:30 a.m. And what I
Okay.
love about our coffees, there's usually like 10 to 15, but we just talk. Like, right? We have
Yeah.
coffee, the old-fashioned coffee, and we share celebrations, what we're going, what's going on in our businesses, but most likely we just really make connections.
Yeah, yeah, and you definitely are a connector in this community, and I want to thank you for that because that is so important. Again, bringing women together to
Yeah.
connect. Sometimes we just get so busy and it, we just don't think about it, or we think we're too busy for it. I mean, I
Yeah.
put myself in that category, and that's one of my. I'm not even going to call it a resolution. That is a commitment this year, is to
Nice.
break out of the busyness
Yeah.
that keeps me from connecting, because it's just kind of been this thing that doesn't, we need to connect. We really
Yeah.
do need to connect.
And I love that people call me the connector because I just love people. All right.
Yeah.
I want to be, when I talk to someone, I'm like, oh, you have to meet so and so, do this, do that. Like I built Women with Voices organically because I just truly want every woman to be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you for that. So, and again, let's celebrate women coming up on the 26th of January, which is a Sunday. Give us the rundown one more time, and we'll send people to go get their tickets.
All right. Don't miss out, ladies. It's January 26th at the beautiful Zinnia Event Center. Doors open at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And then we have speakers, dancing, entrepreneurship panel, leadership panel. And at the end, Faux Fun is going to have the video. You stand in line and they do that. I mean, it's going to be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And we have a surprise guest for happy hour too.
Oh,
But tickets on until the 25th. And it's going to be a great day.
yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it, counting down the days. It's just a few weeks away. So, ladies, go get your tickets. This is an event not to miss. And I think you definitely walk away feeling inspired and ready to just take on the year. So, Sandy, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. You're such a good supporter. You
Yeah.
always, anything I'm doing, you're just like, get on, let's do this. And I appreciate you because you are such a, community leader and you're so passionate and giving. And so thank you.
Well, thank you for that. And I'm excited to be on the leadership panel. So, that is going to be fun. Again, thanks so much.
Thank you.